Hey everyone, Benjamin here, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make this fantastic banner design inside of Canva. So are you ready? Let's dive into Canva and let's get started. So this banner design is actually going to be very easy for you, because if you've been watching my videos, look, it's not going to be difficult at all, but it will need a little bit of creativity and some pretty tricks I'm going to be teaching you in this video. So let's dive into Canva and let's get started. Okay, so this is what we are going to be making, and the first thing we are going to do is to create a new page, and the dimension, which I do not have in mind, is 1280 by 720. It means that you can even use this as a YouTube thumbnail if it's going to fit whatever you are looking for. You understand? Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is to press C on our keyboard for circle. Then we are going to increase the size a little bit and move it all the way to the right. Okay, so something like this is cool. Then we are going to change the color. Okay, so I wanted a darker color as the the color of this circle, but you can go with any color at all of your choice. But just in case you want to go with whatever I'm going with, then the color code is 083574. Okay, so that's what we are going to do, and I think I should increase the size a little bit. Okay, so this is what we have at the moment. Then we will come into element. In element, I'm just going to scroll all the way down to find this circle frame over here. So I just position it here, and I would increase it a little bit. If you want to increase it how I'm doing it, you need to press and hold Alt, okay, while you increase the size. You understand? So this is what we have at the moment. Then I'll just come into photos to find any image that has the vibe I'm looking for, which is excitement. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down a little bit, and there are so many of them, so many. So I can go in for this guy, you understand, because you can see he's so excited with whatever he wants to announce. Okay, so once you have this, just come into element, and in element, this is where we are going to be adding a lot of extra elements in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, before I pick anything from here, just press L on your keyboard for line. Okay, and we'll come to the line style. So increase the weight a little bit, the rounded ender point, check it, okay, or enable it. Okay, so you will have something like this. Come to this line color option we have over here to change the color of the line. Okay, so I'll duplicate it, drop it down a little bit, and I will just reduce the whole length of my line, and I'm going to duplicate this also, and I'll reduce this as well. Okay, and I'll just position this one over here. So I will duplicate these two, okay, all of this, and I will rotate it to -180. So select this, group it by using Ctrl G, select all of this. Maybe we will just extend this one also. Okay, select it and also use Ctrl G to group them. Then the next thing we're going to do is to select all of them and rotate it in the way you like. Okay, and the reason why we are doing this so that they will look seamless. Okay, so place this here, right click, send to the back. Okay, select this one. You can also drop it here, right click, and send it to the back, so you can see what we have at the moment. Or this one can come here, and maybe this one can also come here, which I think is beautiful. So now come into element and search for circle. Okay, in circle we are going to see so many options. Okay, so I will choose this one, okay, which I think is cool. Duplicate it by using Ctrl D to duplicate and reduce the size. Duplicate again, position it in, reduce the size more. Okay, then select all three. It looks like we can't change the color when we select all, so we would have to actually change the colors one by one. So select this and select the second one, change the third one, change, select all and group them. Okay, then we can position it here, right click, and send it to the back. Okay, now what we are going to do is we can maybe select another one which is thicker like this, and we are going to change the color. So you can see we are just trying to be creative with every single thing we are doing. So we can position this here, send it to the back, come here, search for gradient, gradient, and just in case you don't know what gradient is, I have a special video just explaining all about gradients. Okay, so I would come to graphics, so search for gradient, then come to graphics, because we want a circular gradient. Okay, so I'll just scroll down, and this is one of the options we have over here. So we come here, okay, to change colors. So I'm just going to be using colors that are next to each other. So I can use a blue, okay, then I can click on the second color and maybe use a purple, okay, because gradient is just a transition from one color to the other, okay. But in this case, I want the gradient to be on top, and just having it so flat on top wouldn't be a good idea, okay. So what I'm going to do is I would come to photos, okay, to photos, and search for circle. So once you search for circle, just search for any circular thing over here, okay. It doesn't matter, just choose any of them, reduce the size. You can maybe, let's do this quickly over here, position this on top, okay, and you can just increase the size, right click, send it to the back, and come to edit image, just search for shadow, okay. So shadow, choose shadow, come to glow, and this way we are going to add a little bit of magic. So you select it again, then you can increase the size, okay, and increase the blurriness, and the transparency should be minimal, it shouldn't be too much, okay. Then select all the two, make sure your design is saved before you resume with any other thing. Then you group them, okay, and reduce the size. So this, we can just position it just right here on top, okay, or any where at all you want to have it. So you can see what we are making, okay. This is actually cool. Come back into your element and just search for half tone, okay. So half tone, okay, rather come into element, not in photo. So just search for half tone in there, okay. So we are searching for half tone, you choose any of them in here, search for circle with diagonal lines, okay, diagonal line, okay. So you have this one also over here. You're going to customize the color, so you can choose any color at all of your choice, okay. Then with this one also, I'm going to choose this one over here. So you can actually spread these ones also around, just to give your design a cool vibe, you understand. So this can be here, some can be on top, some can go behind. This should just be according to what you want, okay. So I can increase this one over here, and I can also select everything we have over here and increase them, okay, because we want something cool, eye-catchy and all that. And this is also playful, as you can see. Now the next we are going to do is add some shapes. So you can press R on your keyboard for those shapes, and you can just crop it beautifully like this. Then I come here also into photos, not elements, okay. Then just search for square, okay. So square, just choose any of the options you are going to be presented with, okay. So once you choose it, make sure it's an actual photo. Do you get it? So you can just choose this one, position it here, crop it, okay. The same for this, and also crop this one too. Zoom in more, right click, go to the back, come to edit image, click on glow, okay, and we'll go inside. With the transparency, we're going to reduce it a little bit, increase the blurriness, and the size can come up more. This I think is fine, okay. Then we will change this color from this to that, okay, or you can still leave it as yellow depending on what you want. Then I group the two because I didn't make my design save, that's why it happened this way. So we just have to redo the whole thing again. So okay, come to edit image, come to glow, okay, and the shadows, then go in there again. Transparency should come there a little bit, size should come up, blurriness should also come up a little bit, then click on apply. So in this case, we have to make sure our design is saved. So after your design is saved, select all the two and group them, okay. So in this case, you can reduce the size and maybe position it here, and you can add any text of your choice into it. So I can maybe use Montserrat, okay. So Montserrat, it used to be my favorite font, but after I discovered Poppins, I realized that I fell in love with Poppins more, like more. So we can say design, okay, depending on what you want to say, it's up to you, okay. So I increase the size also, select all, make it bold, come to colors, change the colors to white, okay. Select this group, come here, and we are just going to move everything also over here. Then I can just say brand, okay. So you just have to feel free with whatever you have to say or the message you want to send out, okay. So let me move this here, select this and move it in a little bit. So something like this is definitely fine with me. So now we just have to add our text. So press T again for text, increase the size, come here, choose Montserrat extra bold, okay, because Montserrat also has a lot of varieties, so it's easier to be able to choose title text from subtext and body text and all of that. And okay, that's why I love it. Okay, so we're just going to say something simple. Maybe I'll go here and just see what I said, come here and just say the same thing. maybe design your future today. Okay, that's what I want to say. Select, or we are going to change colors to any color at all we have over here so that everything will be matching. Okay, then I select this, reduce the line spacing, okay, and bring it here, increase the size of the text. Now you can just duplicate it, position it here. We are going to change this one from Montserrat extra bold to Montserrat classic. Then we can reduce this and say, I can just say anything I want to say. You can also say anything at all you want to say. I can say the future, okay, starts today. So starts today, which is actually true. So let's say you also wanted to add some more extra text. I'll just copy all of these, okay, copy them, bring them here, and I'll paste them here, okay, and you realize that all of this is Montserrat, okay, Montserrat, and this is also Montserrat, okay. So I'll increase this a little bit, okay. You can see how everything is actually looking right now. So let's say you wanted to add a call to action. What you can do is you can press R on the keyboard, okay, for this, and maybe if this is going to be a banner, or depending on what you want to do or what the purpose of this design is going to be, you can just say anything. So you can just change the color to any color of your choice, but it should be something that's here. And I think in this case, this one would be good. This purple type, would be nice. So I will select this and choose the same for it because of how everything is looking over here. How come my color is not changing? Okay, so you can see how the whole thing is looking very beautiful. I really like it. Okay, so then I duplicate my text, choose the color as white, and I can, let's say, join today, okay, or join now. I don't know what you want to make, but let's say it was a program or something like that. That's what I'm going to use as my call to action. Okay, so I would increase the size, something like this, okay, which is actually cool. So I'll position it here, and I think this is looking very beautiful. And yes, one more thing I would love to do is with the background, I don't want to use a white, okay, so we are going to make it an off-white a little bit, okay. So you drop the white down a little bit, and this, I believe, is looking so beautiful to me. And yes, this is what I wanted to teach you how to create in Canva, and I hope you found it so useful. The name is Benjamin, and before I go, I want to recommend two things to you: Canva Pro and the Canva Design Template. So if you're looking at doing more in Canva when it comes to removing your background images, when it comes to publishing content directly from Canva, any social media platforms, when it comes to adding multiple brand kits to your Canva designs, resizing your Canva design to any dimension of your choice, then Canva Pro is the best option for you. I have a link in the description box below that can help you use Canva Pro for free. And with the Assorted Canva Templates, there are 20 easy to edit templates, which we have 5,000 and 15 poster templates. So you can also find that in the description box below. The name is Benjamin. Don't forget, there is no limit to creativity, and I should see you in my next video.